Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Neil with Returning to Basics. Today I'm working on my 79 9.9 Evinrude. It's missing a little bit. I've determined through some testing that it is one of the ignition coils and I'm going to replace it. I thought you might be interested in seeing how I'm going to do that. I've done a lot of work on this old motor, and you've probably seen I put a seal down in the foot, and I did a video on that, and that's probably one of my most popular videos. I've replaced the pickup coil under the flywheel, the inductor sensor. I replaced this coil. I replaced the fuel pump over on the other side over here. I put new plugs in it, but it's still missing, and so I pretty much determined that it's this old coil right here. And so what I'm going to have to do is loosen it right here, take this wire out right here, and then replace it with this new coil that I purchased right here. This is the ground wire, and this is the wire that goes into the connection there on the side that I showed you. It comes with a new plug wire, comes with new boots, and one boot goes on right here. The other boot will go onto the spark plug, and I'll show you how to thread those wires on. And to make that work, there's a simple little trick. I bought this off of eBay, I think, maybe Amazon, but you see it's an 18-5176. That's the number that's important right there, 18-5176, from a 9 to a 15, 77 to 84. And so that's the right coil. Going to need my 1/4-inch ratchet and a 3/8 socket to make that work. Not real difficult, just screw the bolts out. It's a rather long bolt, don't lose all the washers. Set those aside right over here. The only thing that's really connected there to those bolts are ground wires. See? Ground, 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 ground. This is also a ground, by the way, even though it's yellow and black. Alright, I'm going to have to take this one loose down here, just loose, so that I can move this coil around and I can slide this coil out. I'm using a 3-inch extension. I don't believe I'll have to take it all the way out. There's enough room to just move that right over out of the way. Okay. I am going to have to get a flat screwdriver so that I can pry this open a little bit, and then I can remove this plug wire out of the way, get this coil off. Then the little trick is getting this wire out, and I'll show you how to do that with a small flat screwdriver and a little lubricant, carburetor cleaner, electronics cleaner, anything like that you have that will lubricate this but not stay, have residue. So like brake cleaner works really well. Also, electronics cleaner, carb cleaner, brake cleaner, something like that. Let me get that. Okay, I'm going to use this little straight pick and/or this little small flat screwdriver to push this wire out right here. Right here. That's better. You can see better right there. First thing I'm going to do is cut my little zip tie off. Take this little set this little wire band over to the side. Now these come apart. Okay, cut that off. Need to pull this out now, gently. Now we've separated this, and this come right out. This little screwdriver and bend this thing over. So that I can get that wire out. Bend this one over a little bit. That wire out. Wrong one. Okay, now my coil is loose except for this one pin, and as you can see, it's right in the middle. You see that? I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's right there in the middle. You can pull gently, but it's easier. Take a little brake parts cleaner, spritz in there, just a little bit, that's all you need. Take your flat screwdriver, there you go, look at there, pushed it right out. Now this old coil is off and can be discarded. My new coil is here, and it needs to be put in there. This little stud right here needs to be put in there in the top. And what I'm going to do is put a little brake cleaner in there. Again, I can slide that in. So far with my hand, just reach in there and gently push, wiggle as you do it. I can see the stud, and I can see that it is even with the other ones, and so stop. There we are. So that's finished. I'm going to join these back together. Those are back together. Take my little clip here, put it on them, set this coil in behind the other one. There we go. Going to need to attach that wire there, and this wire here. These four are grounds and all need to be set in place, and so I'll set two of them up here, two of them right there. Okay, now I'm going to mount the coil, and you have this short bolt here that mounts on the top, and this long bolt goes in this middle section right here and mounts these. So this one has a little washer on it. I'm going to get these two ground wires put on back to back the way they should be. Put one spacer washer in there. Kind of get it started with my fingers. There we go. Now then, this one I will put a washer on here. Take this ground wire, put one of the new washers on that was provided with the coil. Come on, don't stick. There we go. Now this bolt goes through this first coil, through the second coil, and back there and catches on the block. Okay. Now I have them physically mounted. Just gently tighten them up. You do not want to over tighten them. You can break this Bakelite plastic, and then you'll be buying another $30 or $40 coil. And that's about what they cost now. Just short of $40. Snug them. They don't have to be torqued to 100 pounds. Just torque them, probably 20. There we go. Now, this new wire is connected. Here's my old wire that was connected. See, these wires are kind of big, and that's why I had a zip tie on this before. And we'll use what we call a cable tie or wire tie again to make this nice and neat. Oops, I broke the outer shield there on that wire. Didn't break the wire or anything, just when it's neater. I like it when it's neater. You don't have something flopping, getting up here into the flywheel potentially and fraying a wire. There we go. That's all down in there nice and neat on the side. Now then, I have to route my wire through here, here, and over to the spark plug. This large boot goes to the spark plug. The smaller boot here goes to the coil itself. And so I will use this wire connector right here. This is solid wire. That's one of the nice things about the outboards. This will clip onto the end of the spark plug. And so how do you get these on? Well, here again we use our brake cleaner to lubricate it. A little bit like that. Slide that in there, and it's in, and that one's finished. Now, see, it'll clip right on. But to clip on this right here, I have to get this end on, then slide this boot up over it. Move that wire over a little bit out of the way. Push it in on that one, and in doing so it bites down on that wire. Pull this one out, and now push it in and let it get a good bite on that wire. And both of those should get a good bite on that wire. And how do we know? Well, we don't until we go get a tester and do a continuity test. So you get your ohm meter here, like this. You pull this back off. I have it on 2000, you can have it on 200, whatever, as long as it's on ohms. Stick one down in here to touch the spark plug wire end. The other one right here, and notice what it's doing. Look at there. There's continuity. And so this thing is engaging this spark plug wire right there in the middle. Now I have to get this on, and let's see which way I need to orient it based on the way the wire's bent. Okay, come through there like that, come through like that, and put it on kind of like that right there. So this needs to go on this way. So I'll put a little lubricant in there. Needs to go on this way right here. Slide, push, and got it down in there. But now I want all that fluid to dry out. And being brake cleaner, it will evaporate very quickly. In fact, it looks like It has already. Okay, put it under this clip here. Under this clip right there. And up here to the coil. And you can feel it engage. There we go. Now then. Push that in, hold that. I don't want that up there. There we go. Turn it that way so that the motor catch doesn't get it whenever you put the hood on. Alright, we've done all this. Put on the new coil, the new wire. Let me get a tank and hook up to it real quickly. Start it with my drill, see if it'll start. If it will, we'll know that we've accomplished our task. Well, it looks like we got that tuned out and smoothed all out. I finally got everything running well, so it should be a good motor. I really appreciate you taking the time to be on our channel. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. God bless you and have a great day.